Yo, yo, what's going on? It's Terrell Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Check this out, man. Look, I was asked about stomachs, not your abs, but your dog's stomach. Why your dog's, and I forget who did it. Please forgive me. Like I told y'all, my brain is not at its finest right now, but I can tell you this. As far as your dog's stew not getting all the way solid, it could just be the food. Certain foods almost promote a soft stew. Certain dog treats combined with the food almost promotes a softer stew. Now, oof, that damn hand. But the one thing that you want to pay attention to is that how's your dog doing on it? Yes, you always want a rock solid stew, but if it's sort of, it's still a turd, but it's soft, and we talking poop here. If it's a turd and it's still soft, but your dog does good on it, I've seen plenty of people who feed and their dogs just always have semi soft stews, but the dog is perfectly healthy. That works. But if you want a harder stew, there's certain foods that I can tell you promote hard stews. And that'll be your higher, less grain foods. I know Victor, rock hard stews. Earthborn, rock hard stews. It used to be Ukanuba, but I don't know anybody who uses Ukanuba anymore. Not throwing shade if you do. I just don't know anybody who does. But there are certain foods that you always get a pretty good stew from. I know, what is it? Value Pack or whatever that one is. They get good, pretty solid stews on that. Sports Mix, Black Bag. I've always had success with that when I use that. Uh, Definitely Blue Buffalo, solid stews. So if you're using some of those foods and you're still getting a softer stew, it could be an allergen. And if anything is causing an allergic reaction, and it might not even really be like a strong allergic reaction or something. It just, every food doesn't settle with your dog's stomach perfectly. But my biggest question would be to you is, how is your dog's health? Is the energy good? Is his coat good? Is his eyes clear? If all of those things are on point, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. If you just want a better stew because it's easier to clean up, you might try one of those other foods, maybe a little less grain or whatever, to help the stews be a lot more solid. Now, if you're noticing like hair loss and things like that, then you're pushing even more towards a food allergy. I know a lot of dogs have issues with chicken sometimes. It's weird. They have allergies with the chickens. Believe it or not, Mandela has allergies with fish. Like any food that contains fish, he doesn't do well with it. So you have to learn your dog. Probiotics definitely help. There are different probiotic powders that you can get. There are probiotic pills that you can get. I like the powder because you can just sprinkle it over the food. That helps out a lot. Even I noticed a lot of people have been doing the salmon oil, and although I thought the salmon oil was just for the skin, a lot of people say that it settles the dog's stomach too. So that might be something to try. Now, pumpkin typically for me is always softened the stew. I know sauerkraut does the stew a lot better. The pumpkin has never done great wonders. It does great wonders for everything else. You know what I mean? It's definitely a good thing to have, but hard stews, not the best option. But when we're talking stomach, as long as you know that you don't have any worms and different things like that, you might have to just change around a little bit to find a food that settles your dog's stomach a little better. Remember, when you're going from one food to the other, to always blend the foods together, so the dog can get a little bit more acclimated, and then give that food a try, at least until you get through one full bag of the new food, to see at the tail end if the dog's stool is tightening up, and sometimes two bags, and it's tricky. It's like us humans, what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. But just finding something that helps your dog's diet out. How could I forget raw? Raw diet definitely gives you a very, very solid stew. So that's something else to consider if if you're a stool person and you just feel like you gotta have a rock solid stool. That's a way to go. But definitely probiotics, prebiotics for the stomach. Sauerkraut is good. Pumpkin is good. If you feel like your dog is having any stomach issues or just regular daily health, plain yogurt is very, very good for the stomach. Mixed in with the dog food, it's a multitude of things that you can give the dog to really settle their stomach. But if you're feeding kibble, the number one thing is to find you a good kibble that's going to work on your dog, and not, the dog not get irritated. And you'd be surprised. Some dogs do great on the simplest of foods, and the expensive foods get them. So you have to find what works for your dog, man. But until next time, y'all, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.